everyone, it's Michelle again, and I have It's a Bling Thing by Richard Lorenz. This one is too cool. I was so excited when I seen this. So it's a square, and we have 97 colors, which is a lot, 4 ABs and 4 fairy dust with a total of 91,089 drills. So let's check this out. No dilly-dallying today. So, how's everyone doing? I was so excited about this because he threw in a little surprise in the painting. I thought it was so cool. Oh my gosh. So, all right, if I can get this open. All right, we've got, what is all this crap falling out of there? I don't know. We've got gunk. Okay, we've got a pen that says Diamond Art Club on it. And then we have a 4-placer on one end, and it is full of putty and a single placer. The twist and pick. Okay, we put the lid back on it, and we have a bag of baggies. We've got our tray with the lid and stopper. We have an extra pad of wax, putty I mean, and the heart-shaped pad of wax, and a 7-placer in the tray. And that's it. That's our toolkit. Okay, go on. Dog was sitting down there, but he doesn't want me to pick him up, so I don't know what he wants. All right, so on the envelope, we have the thank you note, or thank you for your purchase, and their branding on the outside. It also has their social media on this flap over here. And then when you open it up, you get a card. So first thing I do is check and see. I got a bronze again, but check that out. Isn't that neat? If you can see it through all the glare. I just think these are so cool. So it has the name of the project and the artist and the size here. Hold on, Teddy. Teddy is whining. Okay, up here we've got tips and tricks, and then we've got QR codes. This is for the Facebook group. This one is for the app. Hold on, Teddy. Step-by-step instructions here for your pen and diamond painting, and then your kit contents down here at the bottom. Okay, so this is our sticker sheet. We've got the diamond and Diamond Art Club, Do What Makes You Sparkle, and then the name of the kit, whatever you have, and the artist there. Then we have all of our colors here, and those are all separate stickers, of course. And then on the back, you have your start and end date and the original artwork. And over here at the bottom, we have the kit information. So 97 colors, the fact that it's square, and the size, and then the SKU number. So that if you have them stored separately, you can always get everything back together again. Okay, so I tore the end of this open already, and so I can just get this out of here. Okay. This one is a big one, and I've been trying not to buy too many big ones anymore, but I had to get this one. Okay. Let me get this stuff out from under there. Okay. Lots of drills here. So the sticker here, that is what it's for too. It's got that SKU number on there, and it's got the title of the canvas. Okay, there's a lot of drills here. So, all right. So we'll start with the single one here. Oh, I better bring this down. That way I can see them better. Okay, so the single one here is 38.37. We don't want to lose it, so I'm gonna do that one first. Okay. All right. So then we have 301, 498, 310. There are 2 bags. 60, 30. Is that a brown? Yeah, it looks like a brown to me. Okay, 154. There are 2 bags. 900. 33.71. There are 3 bags of that. 30, 33. 779. 993 or 939. I knew I couldn't get through it without making a mistake. Okay, 6,031. There are 2 bags. 37.72. 30.64. 8.14 and 37.71. All right. Uh-oh. We've got a drill here. That's not a good sign. All right, 300. There are 2 bags. These are not the big bags anymore. 947. 817. There are 2 bags. 801. 950. And then we have an AB. 3078. All right, 936. And then we have fairy dust. Z972. All right, 3860, 975, 934, 839, 740, 935, 840, 726, 741, and 3818. 3776, 3861, Z3865, so the white fairy dust, 977, 937, 6033, 402, 3826, 945, 451, 208, 841, 976, 3834, 758. All right, we got a little short strand here. 336, 611, 3782, 452. 333, 833, 797, 3740, 3779, 796, 553, 3746, 820, 221, 469, 3722, 340, 3807, 834, Z904, all right, 3825, 415, 905, 732. Okay. 327, there are 2 bags. 407, 3857, there are 2 bags. 898, there are 2 bags. And one last strip of gems. Okay. 730, 832, 3346, 3802, 3803, 601, Z341, AB 995, 3838, 155, 3042, 6020, AB 906, AB 603, 963, 3770, 818, 3843, 3687, and 6021. All right, let me just get these out of the way because this canvas is too big to share the table. All right, we gotta turn it around. Okay. Okay. And then I need to bring this up. All right, and I think we're gonna turn it this way because I have an easier time finding the drills that I'm looking for when it is facing me. So, well, maybe I'll get it the right way. All right, so y'all know what I'm excited about. I imagine you already know. Whoops, I'm getting it right out of the way, huh? So, the birds are fantastic. Look at the looks on their faces. They're, oh, look at this. Look at this. They're just squawking. Anyway, this is just so much fun. But this right here, he threw in one of Randall Spangler's draglings in the mix, a picture of one. It is on the wall. It is so darn cute. When I seen this, I was like, oh my God, I have to get that right now. So, yeah, here I am squawking myself. So, yeah, I was really excited about that. That is just too cool. And you know, they know each other. I believe they said that they have met. Anyway, so they both live in Kansas or near, I think Randall Spangler lives in Kansas and Richard Lorenz lives somewhere near there, I believe. They live fairly close to each other. So anyway, that is what I was just so excited about. This canvas is absolutely adorable though. So let's check out what all special drills we have in this one. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I say this already? 4 fairy dust. I think I did. Did I tell you the size of it and all that? I don't know. I was so excited about this one. I'm not sure I did. I think I did, but it's square. It is 25.6 by 34.3. If I didn't say, it's a big one. It doesn't say how many special drills on there, so if I didn't say, I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 fairy dust and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 ABs. So there's 8 special drills in this, and we're gonna check these out now. So, all right. I think I'm just gonna take them one by one and go through and find them. So, because I can't remember all of the different shapes, so, symbols. So, the white, that is at the bottom of the list, which is where I'm starting. So, there's some right in here. Let me see. These lights are terrible. They just glare. Okay. So, right in here, there's all kinds of that white fairy dust. And I imagine, I believe that was the only white in there. So all of the white is going to be the white fairy dust. So there's all of that. There's this little bit in the eyes. There's another dot over here. There's one here. There's some in these leaves here. We've got some right there. There's some right in here. There's a little bit on this frame right here, very little. There's one right there in the dragling's face. And there's some over here on that flower. And then we have, let me move this out of the way, okay. Then we have some right there in that little lady's eye. All right, moving on down. Okay. There's some white right there. There's one in his eye, or her eye, I guess. I imagine these are all little ladybirds. We've got some right in here. There's a few right there, some right there. A little bit right there. There's a couple right there, and I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. Is that her looking? Yeah, she's looking over her glasses like, you know, you tend to do when you're like, really, you know. Anyway, let's see what else. This here, let me see what it is. I have to look at the picture because it is too small. It looks like maybe it's a worm. Is that dinner? So there's a couple right there in that thing's eyes. I don't know. I don't know too many worms with ears, but maybe. Oh, look at here. I did not notice this. Oh my goodness. This is the first time I'm seeing this. But the table, whatever this is on the table, is this a tapestry or something? Maybe they're working. No, it doesn't look like they're working on anything. It looks like a tapestry or something laying there, but it's got a dragling on it also, or maybe it's part of the tablecloth, but it looks like it's something laying on the tablecloth. Anyway, there's another dragling. I am so excited about this. Is that it, or are there more draglings? That's all I'm seeing. But I will certainly let you know if I find any more. Okay, so there's some in the eyes, which the dragling's head, this one is upside down because it's laying on the table, you know. All right, anyway, I think that's almost all of the white. There's one of those bubbles that are all in most of the Richard Lorenz pictures. There's some white over here and that right there. And then there's a little bit on this little mouse down here. Can you see him? Yeah. Okay. There's some right in there. And there's one there on his eye. And then down here where there's writing, it says, rumor has it. That's all in white, in the white fairy dust. And then we've got a little bit in this bubble right here. And then there's a couple in that one. But that's all I'm seeing right now. That's pretty much all of them. So we'll work from down here on up. It's finding the next ones. Okay, H is my next symbol. It is a yellow fairy dust 972. Okay, H. Okay, right here we've got some of that yellow fairy dust in that bubble. There's not a lot, just a little bit there. Let's see. Yeah, okay. There's some right in here on that bubble. Then, okay, let's see. I'm not seeing any more yet. There's a few right here. There's some right there in this dragling's ear and head there, it looks like. There's a few right there. Right in here. I'm not real sure. Yeah, that's looks like, okay. I can't tell if that is all just on the front of that dragling or if there's a cookie there. It almost looks in the picture like it's holding a cookie, but okay. And then there's some, yeah, that yellow down here also. Okay, let's see. There's a few in there and a few over here. Okay. There's a whole bunch of them. No, I'm sorry. There's not a whole bunch of them. I was looking at a different symbol thinking it was it. Okay, there's just a few though. Right there and right here and then right in there. Okay. There's a few in the flower. All right. We've got a few right in there, right here, if you can see that. There's a few kind of thrown in there in her feathers. We got a few up here. Okay. And there's a few on this hat. And then Okay, there's a few in the middle of that flower right there. And looks like a few right in the middle of that one. Make sure you can see those. So these here, right there. Okay, and then I don't see any on that bird up there. There's like one right there. You can see that, like right there. There's one there. There's just a few right there. And then there's a whole bunch of them right here in this middle part on this chandeliers. Or it's not, I don't know what do you call this? This it's like one of those glass like globe around their light above the table. I think that's it though. What's there in the middle? I'm not seeing any more. I think that's it. Oh no, right here. This little girl's head. It looks like a little hummingbird maybe up here. Anyway, there's quite a bit of H's through the feathers on that. And then the beak is, that long beak there is H's. And, okay, I think that's pretty close to all of it. Yeah, this over here, oh, I don't know, is that, I thought that was one of the bird's legs, but it might be just the picture frame, I think. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the H's. All right, and then what do we got? What else? Okay, Y and W, we've got a blue and a green, and then we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 ABs, and we'll try and do those together so we don't have to sit here forever. So Y and W. All right, I see some Y's. W, where? Oh, where are you? Okay, all right, I see a few. So, let me see here. I don't see any over here, but there are some. Okay. Right here are some Y's in that. There's some green right here. That's what the Y is. A green fairy dust in the feathers right there. There's a few over there. And over here on the dragling's face, we have some W's. So that is a fairy dust. It is blue. This dragling is so cute. Okay, there's a few down here. I'm not seeing too much more. There's a couple of W's there. Okay. I don't see any more. Okay, of the okay, there's some Y's right there. That's the green. There's some kind of mixed in throughout there and here, on this and over here. So the green on this dragling, it's kind of all mixed in with regular drills and the Y. So the green fairy dust. And then the W, the blue, yeah, right here. There's a patch of it right there. It's kind of a light blue. There's a couple here and here, so that would be on this worm. I think it's a worm. And then, yeah, we've got just a few more. So there are, where was I seeing them? Okay, right here. There's some Y's right in there. And then there are a few W's right here and right there on this mouse. And that's it, I think. And then we have to find the ABs. So let me see. We've got, okay, the dash, S, plus, and a square. So we've got pink, green, blue, and yellow. All right. All right, I'm going to set this up here so I can reference back. Dash is yellow. All right, I'm seeing some right here. I think there was a bit of that, but that's okay. There's some right here around this little worm's head. There's a couple right there. There's some right here, just a row of them. Some right here. Okay, right here on this beak. Okay, here we go. Flower. This flower has quite a few of them. If I can see them again. Let's see. Oh, right here. There's not a ton, but there's a bunch there. There's a few right there. There's a row of them right there. There's one row here. I think that's in feathers of somebody over here. Okay. And then up here, yeah, there's a few, well, no, those are not. Those are backslash. Those are different. I'm sorry. Okay, but we do have some throughout here on that. And, all right. And then there's a bunch of them right here. This is all that yellow, and inside of this diamond right here, that's all, and then there's a few there. And then down here, that's all the dash. So that's the yellow AB. There's a few on this beak right here. There's a few, very few, right there on that one's beak. And that's it, I think. Oh, there's a few right there in that bubble. And, okay, and there's a few right there in that bubble, just a few. I think that's it for the dash. What else do we have? Okay, S plus and square. And yes, I was going to try to do all of these at once, but I can't remember them all. So, okay, let's see if we can find some of those S's, if we find anything else while we're going. All right. Nope. Okay. All right, so right here is some of those squares. That is the pink AB. So right in there, there's some. Okay. I'm not seeing any more of those so far. And I don't see S's or pluses at all yet. I think, yeah, here we go. Okay. The S is the blue, so blue AB, so that's going to be right in there, and right here. And then there's some more right here. I think this is, yeah, it's the clothing. I think it's clothes they're wearing on this bird. Some more S's there. And here, there's a few throughout there. Some more over here. So her dress or whatever she's wearing is going to be kind of sparkly. And I don't know, I'm not seeing the plus sign. I don't know, I'm not seeing it at all. So that is the green, and I'm just not seeing them. So I don't know what in the heck is wrong with me. I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't know. I really do not find them. So, and I don't want to just sit here. Oh, there's a little bit more of these S's, so that's some more of that AB. The blue right there on that mouse. A couple up by the eye. But still, I'm not finding the green one. Huh, that's really odd. Is it a plus or is it, that looks like, no, it is definitely a plus symbol. Oh, right here. I see it. Okay. There's some right in here. So that's ABs along with the Ys. So there's going to be fairy dust, a lot of fairy dust and a lot of ABs throughout this dragling here. There are a few that aren't special drills, but there's a lot of it there. And then, is that it? That might be all there is of that green. Yeah. I don't see any more. Oh, yes. Right here. Is that? Nope, it's not. I'm sorry. Sorry. My eyes are not the greatest. And that was a false alarm. Okay. So I think that's it. I may have missed some, but there was a lot to find. So I'm going to bring you up a hair more and see if I can. There we go. Try and pull this through so you can see the whole thing, all of it. Okay. So this is Richard Lorenz's It's a Bling Thing. So let me turn the glare off of there. Maybe you can see it better with it darker, but without the glare, I don't know. It's kind of not laying quite flat yet either, so. Okay. And I'll pull it back through again, just so you can maybe get a little bit more view of it. And we've got the birds, the couple of draglings. This one is going to be so much fun. I love this. Okay, did anybody else grab this? I doubt that anybody has gotten it and finished it yet. It's pretty new, just came out the other day. I just got it today. Well, this is Wednesday. I will probably put this one up on Friday, so we'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. And if anybody else got this, leave me a comment and let me know. And let me know what you think of it. What do you think about the draglings being in Richard Lorenz's bird painting? I would love to hear somebody else's opinion on that because I am stoked about it. I just think this is awesome. All right, so that's all I've got for today. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week or weekend, because it'll probably be Friday when I put this up. Sorry, I'm just babbling again. Oh my goodness, 30 minutes. Okay. Sorry I kept you so long. God bless. If you don't mind, thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you have not already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.